Reading and writing. In this subject, we'll know the benefits and vitality of these two of the 5 macro skills. We'll start with reading. Whenever you hear the word reading, what does come into your mind? I'll give you 5 seconds to think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright! Ano nga ba ang silbi o nagagawa ng pagbabasa? Reading challenges belief. How? As we gain more information, we are learning, leading us to question ourselves, to question our first or previous belief before the reading. Ito yung napapatanong ka sa sarili mo kung ano ba yung paniniwalaan mo. Halimbawa, yung una mong paniniwala tungkol sa ulan nung bata ka pa. Sabi ng matatanda, kapag umuulan daw, ibig sabihin may kinakasal na tikbalang. Pero dahil nag-aaral ka, o kaya nag-aral ka, at nakapagbasa ng science book, naipaliwanag ang dahilan ng ulan at ang proseso nito. Siyempre, ang mas paniniwalaan mo dapat ay yung may pruweba at mayroong mas lehitimong paliwanag. Reading is a complex interaction. It is a complex interaction because there is a discrete communication of the reader, between the reader and the writer, and then the reader to the context. Reading is an indispensable skill. Once you learn reading, never nang mawawala sa iyo yung kakayahan mo na yan. Gamit na gamit mo yan sa araw-araw kahit hindi mo gustuhin. At hindi mo may iwasan gamitin. Tulad na lang sa paggising mo sa umaga. Pagbukas mo ng phone mo, makikita mo agad yung mga salitang unlock. Makikita mo dun yung mga notifications mula sa iba't ibang social media sites or social media accounts mo. Habang naglalakad ka sa daan, may mga mababasa ka na street signs, mga plaka ng sasakyan, mga tatak ng sasakyan, at iba pa. So, unconsciously and consciously, nagagamit mo siya. At hindi matatanggal sa'yo ang pagbabasa. It inspires imagination. Tuwing nagbabasa tayo, ginagamit natin ang ating imahinasyon upang mas maintindihan yung binabasa natin. Kaya nga, pag nahihirapan tayo mag-imagine sa binabasa or sinasabi ng libro o sa sulatin na binabasa natin, nahihirapan din tayong umintindi. O kaya naman, mas tinutulungan tayo nitong palawahin at pagandahin ng ating mga isipan or mga naiisip. Lastly, reading widens understanding. Nagbibigay lalo ng mga impormasyon na nagiging dahilan ng mga naunang 4. Binibigyan din tayo nito ng oportunidad para matuto at maintindihan yung mga bagay-bagay at mga tao. Pinapalawak nito ang ating imahinasyon, ang ating pag-iintindi sa lahat ng bagay. Those are just few of the benefits and importance of reading. Ano nga ba ang reading? Reading is a cognitive process of decoding symbols to derive meaning from it. Mga simpleng letra lang na pag pinagsama-sama mo, nagkakaroon ng kahulugan sa atin. Pwedeng familiar na kaya kusa nating naiintindihan o kaya naman nagbibigay tayo ng effort para maintindihan yung salita. And there are many reading strategies that we can use to decode text for us to unlock unfamiliarities towards the text or context. First off, we have getting overview of the text, which has 3 different ways to do. The previewing, scanning, and skimming. Previewing. Looking at the readily visible parts of the text, like titles and subtitles, visuals and graphs, pictures and charts, and it focuses on important information to preview the text properly. Ito yung tinitignan natin yung front at back covers. Yung mga unang pumupukaw sa mga atensyon natin bago natin bilhin o basahin ng isang libro. Tinitignan natin yung picture, yung title, sino yung sumulat. Sa back cover, tinitignan natin yung saan pinublish, sinong nag-publish, kailan pinublish. Pwede rin dito yung summary, kung tungkol saan yung libro. Ito yung mga pinagbabasihan natin kung bibilin nga natin or babasahin ba natin ng isang libro. Yun yung previewing. So, nakabase tayo sa physical features ng libro. And then, the skimming and scanning. Skimming, look for the main point of the reading, physically moving your eyes along the page and tracing your finger along the lines to the text to speed up your reading. And then the scanning is looking for specific information, need to have an idea of the details, physically moving your eyes quickly along the lines of the text, but no need to read every word. Just read until you locate the details you are searching for. So, anong pinagkaiba nila? Sa skimming, ito yung naghahanap ka ng part ng storya na magiging interesting na para sa'yo. Binabasa mo ito ng mabilis gamit lang ang mata o kaya naman tinuturo mo gamit ang iyong daliri ng mabilisan. Scanning naman, yung you need to have an idea first. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng may magsabi sa'yo ng isang scenario, chapter, or kaya specific word, tapos hahanapin mo siya sa libro without reading it entirely. Hindi mo siya kailangan basahin. Pwede rin kasi namang nagagawa mong scanning dahil tapos mo na siyang basahin. Tapos, hahanapin mo na lang ulit sa kung anong chapter yung pinapahanap sa'yo at kung anong page yung word na yun or yung scenario na yun. So, may hahanapin ka lang talaga na specific detail inside the book. Yun yung scanning. This is the visualization of skimming and scanning. The woman in the left is doing the skimming. So, as you can see, binabrowse niya lang yung libro ng mabilisan. Samantalang si Kuya, on the right side, ay tinitignan niya per page, entire page, pero hindi niya binabasa, tinitignan niya lang because he is actually searching for a specific information or specific detail that he needs. Okay, so tinitignan niya lang per page. Yung isa naman, just browsing kung saan siya magiging interesting or saan siya magiging interesado. That is skimming and scanning for you guys. Next is using context clues. Words, phrases, and sentences that surround unfamiliar word that helps you to recognize the meaning of that word. Ito naman yung tinatapos muna nating basahin yung isang buong sentence or phrase para maintindihan natin yung salita. Dahil binabase natin dun yung ibig sabihin kung paano ginamit yung isang salita na hindi pamilyar sa atin. Yun yung using context clues. Synonyms naman, paggamit ng synonyms or magkasing kahulugan in Tagalog. It is different words but the same meaning. Example, Alice envisaged the Jabberwock in her mind. She imagined its sharp claws and jaws, and then shivered in fright. The word envisage means, or envisage, means to form a mental picture, and then the imagine is to form or create mental image. So, ibig sabihin, iisa lang sila ng definition, which is to create pictures in the mind. Next example. The narrator in the poem was euphoric at his son's victory, for he cried out triumphantly when the boy came home. In this example, can you tell me what are the synonymous words used and their meaning without googling them in the internet? You can submit it on the Google Classroom after watching this. Antonyms. Reveals the opposite meaning in relation to the unknown word. So when you see words like although, but, despite, instead, rather, in contrast, unlike, however, even though, on the contrary, and conversely, these words usually precede antonyms. Ibig sabihin, sinisignal nito na pag may ganito ng mga salita sa isang sentence, nangangahulugan na under sila ng antonyms. May kontra na. Example, the hero in the poem did not give in trepidation. Rather, He bravely slayed the Jabberwock with his sword. In this example, the two opposite words used are trepidation and bravely. Trepidation means fear and agitation and or nervousness. Meanwhile, the bravely is an adverb used to show how courageous he was when he was killing the Jabberwock. They are total opposites. Another example. The Jabberwock was relentlessly pursued by the boy, unlike the others who gave up easily when they heard how terrifying the creature was. So relentlessly, walang hinto, walang pagod. And then, yung opposite niya is give up easily. Sumuko agad, napagod agad. Next reading strategy. Examples are also considered a strategy to be efficient in reading. Examples is specific details in the text that are used to clarify the meaning of the word. Example, there are many eccentric creatures in the forest, such as mome, rats, and borogoves. Sa halimbawang ito, para maintindihan yung sinasabi niyang eccentric, nagbigay siya ng halimbawa ng mga nilalang na dinidescribe niyang eccentric. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng eccentric? It means kakaiba. Examples are used to further give visualization of what is being said or discussed. Only few weapons are truly nifty in hunting monsters like the Vorpal sword. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng nifty? At anong naitulong ng examples sa sentence na to? It is said that nifty in hunting monsters like Vorpal sword. So sa pangangaso, may kinalaman sa hunting, may kinalaman sa sword. Ano kayang ibig sabihin? Since we said that it's nifty in hunting monsters, ibig sabihin useful. Ano ba ang mga weapon na useful sa paghahanap or sa pangangaso? Like Vorpal sword. Vorpal sword is very useful in hunting monsters. So, nifty. Pinaliwanag niya ibig sabihin ng nifty. Nifty through giving example of a useful material. Next, explanations and definitions. Phrases like because or that is signals explanations. Pag gumamit ng because o kaya that is, nagpapahiwatig na nagbibigay ito ng paliwanag. Sa definitions naman, it may follow unfamiliar word, using terms like is, means, refers to. And then, situation. Situations, the meaning of a word may change depending on its context or how and where it is used. Dito, nagbabago daw ang ibig sabihin ng isang salita. Depende sa kung paano ito gagamitin sa isang pangungusap. Halimbawa, ang salitang case. It is used thrice. Number 1. The boy wondered if he should have brought some backup in case he could not take on the Jabberwock by himself. So number 1, ang salitang case ay ginamit bilang isang pagkakataon or a precaution to something that might or might not happen. In number 2, the hero's conquest of the Jabberwock is an exemplary case of bravery. Sa number 2, ang salitang case ay ginamit bilang isang sitwasyon o pangyayari. In number 3, the hero is lucky that the murder of the Jabberwock does not merit a case in the court. Sa number 3 naman, ang salitang case ay ginamit bilang kaso na kailangan ng tulong sa korte o sa gobyerno. So sa number 3, it was used as a case or kaso. And lastly, the denotation and connotation. Denotation is the basic and literal meaning of the word that can be found in dictionary or almanac. The definition is by the book. And then connotation. Connotation means emotion and attitudes, ideas, and associations with word. It is coming from your own perspective. Denotation, de libro, manggagaling mismo sa libro ang ibig sabihin. Connotation naman, manggagaling sa kung paano mo naintindihan yung text, yung word, based on how it was used or how it affected you. That is connotation. Connote means manggagaling sa'yo sa kung paano mo naintindihan, how you understand the text on your own. So those are just few strategies that we can learn and apply to be more efficient in reading. Hope you use them more and be more familiar to it. Thank you for watching. God bless us all.